Everyone. Today I am going to talk about load balancing concept problem. So let's start with the problem. A concrete beam with a single overhang is simply supported at A and B over a span of 8 meters and overhang BC is 2 meters. The beam is 300 mm by 900 mm and its supports 3.52 kilonewton per meter UDL. Determine the profile of the cable to balance dead load and live load. Here they have not given any diagram. So first write the cross section. It is 300 by 900. From A to first of all it's a simply supported beam. So from A to B it is of 8 meter. On this UDL is acting. Again from B to C it is 2 meter. This is a overhanging portion. So UDL they have whatever they have given is here they have not specified it as live load, but it is understood that whatever they have given it is a live load. So WQ take it as 3.52 kilonewton per meter. For these data, we should calculate the profile of the cable to balance dead load as well as the live load. So, we will start with the calculation. You can see here dead load of the beam is calculated, that is the formula is area of the cross section of the beam into density. So, cross section is in mm. I am just converting it into meter. So 0.3 into 0.9 into 24 kilonewton per meter cube is a density. So after calculating we will get around 6.48 kilonewton per meter. Next is a live load. This has been given directly in the question. Take the value, add both the values and the total we will get the load as 10 kilonewton per meter. 10 kilonewton per meter. You should consider that load for the further calculation. So in the diagram you can clearly observe that instead of in the previous diagram I have considered UDL as 3.52 kilonewton per meter. Now after the calculation, now the total load is 10 kilonewton per meter. I am considering that for a calculation. After this RA and RB is actually unknown. Here after calculation I have mentioned the values, but it is unknown. How to calculate those support reactions is we have three different type of condition of equilibrium. That is if we take sigma V equal to 0, I will consider sigma V equal to 0. So for sigma V equal to 0, I should consider all the reaction which is acting vertically in a vertical manner. So RA is acting upwards, consider this as plus RA, and RB is also acting upwards, so plus RB. UDL is acting downwards. Here be careful while considering. Here UDL is acting on throughout the span. So total length of the span is 10 meter. As we want only the load, it is 10 into 10 minus 10 into 10. So I have shifted towards right, it will become positive. Therefore RA plus RB will be equal to 100 kilonewton. Still because of this equation, still I have not found out how much is RA or how much is RB. So further I can consider one more condition of equilibrium, that is sigma m equal to 0. I am taking moment about A has 0. So if I consider at this point if moment is 0, I am considering the right side portion of it. So RB is rotating in an anti-clockwise direction. So it is minus RB into 8. This is acting in a clockwise direction. So it is 10 into 10 into 10 by 2. Here this is because of the moment I should consider 10 into 10 into 10 by 2. Here this was a load, so it should be only 10 into 10. So after calculation I will get the values as RB as 62.5 kilonewton, RA 37.5 kilonewton. Reactions are over. The next is here make a note, as they have not mentioned anything about the pre-stress force. I am just assuming the P value has 250 kilonewton. If they had given in the question, you should directly take that value, but they have not mentioned, so I am assuming it as 250 kilonewton. Next is a calculation of SFD. First, let me tell you why we should calculate this SFD or why we should draw this SFD diagram, because where SF is 0, where the shear force is 0, exactly at that point bending moment will be maximum. So, I want to know at which point bending moment is maximum. So, for that first I should draw a bending moment diagram. For that I should do some calculations here. Because of that I should find out, that means because of this shear force is 0, at that point bending moment is maximum. Because of this I should do this all calculations. So let's start with the calculation. For a reference I have considered the previous diagram, I have considered it. So start a calculation from support A. Exactly at support A I have a reaction RA, that is plus RA. It is acting upwards, it is a positive, so it will be acting upwards. So from point A plot 37.5 kilonewton upwards. Then I should move to the point B. Now the movement is from A to B. In between A to B, if we have any loads in between, we should consider that. So I have written the statement that from A to B we have UDL 10 kilonewton per meter for 8 meter. So SF at B. Now whatever calculation we are doing, it is for this point SF at B. So consider it. Already the support reaction 37.5 is there and this UDL is acting downwards, so it is minus 10 into 8. You can observe here RA minus 10 into 8, you will get around minus 42.5 kilonewton. As this is negative, draw a line downwards or below the beam. So if we join the variation is in an inclined manner or in a linear manner. So at some point we will get the shear force as 0. Wherever I have marked at this point, it is shear force is 0. So that distance I am considering that as x. From A to this point the distance is, I am just assuming it as x. Fine. Next, at this point it is minus 42.5, but exactly at this point we have a RB, that is reaction at point B. So we should consider minus 42.5, this reaction is going upwards, so it is plus 62.5, so we will get plus 20 kilonewton. So from here to here we have written minus 42.5 kilonewton. So from here you should raise it to 20 kilonewton. Then we are here, I should move from point B to point C. In between B to C we should check, do we have any other load? Yes, we have the UDL here. So UDL is here, it is also 10 kilonewton per meter, but be careful with the span. Here from B to C the span is only 2 meter. So plus 20 minus UDL is acting downwards, so it is minus 10 into 2, so we will get 0. From here to there you just draw a line or join the point, you will get a variation as a inclined manner or a triangular variation. How to write these signs is, see here, for RA I have got plus 37.5. So it is positive region. For next one it is minus 42.5. I have written the magnitude, but minus region is this one. Next one is plus 20. So it is positive region. Next one is minus. Like this shear force diagram is calculated and it is plotted. You can observe here from A to B the length is 8 meter, but from A to this shear force point I have marked it as x. So what will be this length? It is 8 minus x portion. Fine. After SFD, the next step what I should do is finding out the distance. I had mentioned that it is x distance. So how much is x? From A till here, what is the distance I should find out. How to calculate those things is, we'll see in the next slide. So how to do that is, take the same diagram, SFD diagram. Here we have a concept called similar triangle concept. To calculate x value, we have two type of conditions. You can apply any type of a condition. That is, first condition you can take it as, either you can consider positive triangle equal to positive triangle, or one more condition is positive triangle equal to negative triangle. So I have written both the conditions and I have showed. So the first thing what I have done is, I have considered positive triangle equal to positive triangle. So height of this triangle is how much? 37.5. The length of this, only this triangle, I am talking about this triangle. So length is x equal to height of this is 20, length is 2 meter. The next condition is, it is positive negative. So 37.5 by x equal to 42.5 by 8 minus x. Here be careful, don't use the sign as negative. It is a negative region value, so don't consider that negative sign, just write the magnitude. You will get x as 3.75 meter from A. Mentioning from which side is important. I am considering or I am referring from point A to this point. So mention that. So we understood that exactly at 3.75 meter bending moment will be maximum. So that only I have written here. I have marked that is at this point bending moment will be maximum. Exactly at this point shear force will be 0. So let's see the bending moment calculation. So how to do this bending moment calculation is, I have considered the 4 points. The first point is, one is this point A, one is x point, the second point is x, third point is B, and fourth point is C. According to those points I should calculate moment. We know that for a simply supported beam carrying a UDL, the moment at the support is 0. So MA equal to 0 here and MA equal to 0 here. MC equal to 0. So first point and the fourth point is clear. Now the calculation is for the second and third point. So let us check for mx. In mx, what we have done is, how we have found out mx is, exactly at this point, this is from A, it is, so exactly at this point I have considered the moment. So I should take a section towards left side. So from A to B, it's a sagging moment. You can observe here, the left side clockwise rotation is positive, right side anti-clockwise rotation is positive. So let's go back to the diagram. See, now I'm talking about this point. I have taken the moment about this point. So RA is how much? It is RA is 37.5. So 37.5 into 3.75. It is rotating in a clockwise direction, so it is positive. Here we have a UDL. It is rotating in an anti-clockwise direction, so it is minus 10 into 3.75 into 3.75 by 2. So now you can check the values. I have written the same values here. So we will get 70.31 kilonewton meter has a moment at X. Next is moment at B. At this point I should find out a moment, but I have considered the left portion. So if I consider the left portion is from here to here, whatever reaction loads and all is there, I should consider that. So the first one is, it's a RA reaction. So RA into 8 meter. It is rotating in a clockwise direction. I have written RA into 8. UDL is acting. It is rotating in a anti-clockwise direction. So it is minus 10 into 8 into 8 by 2. Be careful with the length. From A to B, it is just 8 meter. So it is 10 into 8 into 8 by 2. So we will get minus 20 kilonewton meter has MB. For this, the values I have plotted on bending moment diagram. 0 exactly at 3.7 meter distance, we have got 70.3 kilonewton meter, and next is MB, it is negative minus 20, so I have written downwards. Again at C it is 0, so join like this. Variation is like this. This is UDL with a sagging, so it will be, bending moment diagram will be like this. Okay, be careful with the sign conventions. This is positive, this will be negative. Why did we calculate this bending moment diagram? Is we want a cable profile. In the load balancing concept, the cable profile is decided based on the BMD diagram, bending moment diagram. So how is the bending moment diagram here? Cable profile will be exactly mirror image of this bending moment diagram. So in the next slide you can see the cable profile. So cable profile I have written like this, but it is exactly the mirror of bending moment, right? But we should find out for this cable profile what is the eccentricity. We should find out. Again for those 4 points we should find the eccentricity, that is at A, at X, at B and at C. What is the eccentricity value? As a formula, it is m by p. For A and C we know m value is 0. So EA equal to 0, EC will be equal to 0. Next is EX. The mx value we have known that it is 70.31 kilonewton meter. Convert that into Newton mm. So it will be 10 power 6. Then I have assumed in the initial slide, maybe in the second slide, I have written a note, that is P value I am taking it as 250 kilonewton. So convert that kilonewton into Newton. So 250 into 10 power 3, we will get 281.24 mm has EX, eccentricity at X. Then eccentricity at B is, take MB value and P value, will get minus 80 mm. In cable profile, be careful, if the value is positive, it is written below the beam. If it is negative, it should be written above the beam. The cable profile will be like this, that is exactly mirror of the bending moment diagram. This is how you can observe here, bending moment is like this. So cable profile is like this. This is how the cable profile is drawn in load balancing concept. This is all about load balancing concept. Thank you.